Hello everybody and hello to Psycho Platters. If you're watching, wanted to do a contest response video to Psycho Platters 500 subscribers contest. I believe Paul's your name. I wanted to say congratulations on reaching 500 subscribers, such a milestone. I've been a subscriber of yours ever since I watched your response to introducing the Beatles thread started by Bought and Boomer a couple years ago, and I've watched a lot of your videos. I haven't watched all of them, but the videos I've watched, I enjoyed them. I've been a subscriber ever since I watched your introducing the Beatles video. So I hope you enjoy this contest response video, and let's begin. Psycho Platters wants us to answer 3 questions for the contest, so I'm gonna answer them as quick as I can. So let me start off with the first question. The first question is, show your favorite bootlegs or vinyl albums and CDs that are bootlegs. I'm gonna show the Beatles ones here. I have a lot of bootlegs in my collection. A bunch of them are by the Beatles. I also have some by the Stones and the Who and Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin and many others. But I'm going to show the Beatles ones here, which are the ones I love. Now, the ones I'm going to show for this answer, for this video, are the Swingin' Pig series called Ultra Rare Tracks. Swingin' Pig put together the Beatles outtakes and demos, which were bootleg back in the 80s. This is Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 5, and finally Volume 6. And here are the CDs that my father bought a long time ago. Now, I first heard the Ultra Rare Tracks series in the long time ago when I was very little. My dad bought the Ultra Rare Tracks Volume 1 CD here, and he bought the next ones later on, and that was the first time I've heard the Beatles outtakes. And because at the time I was already a huge Beatles fan as a little kid. Remember hearing these outtakes and I was just like, wow. Because I just enjoyed the music. I didn't know the history of them at the time, but I was just so hooked on a lot of the outtakes. Especially the unreleased stuff that were never put on the albums, which were actually taken from the Sessions album. I want to mention the tracks which are on the Sessions albums are on all 6 of these. So I'm going to say Ultra Rare Tracks. I also like the Yellow Dog CDs, the Yellow Dog record CDs, Unsurpassed Masters and Acetates. I want to mention that I'm going to have a link in the description box to the Beatles bootleg video, which I showed last year, which I did last year. I showed some Beatles bootlegs, so watch that when you get the chance, Psycho Platters, or anyone who hasn't watched it. And another bootleg I like to show, which I love a lot, is Stars of 63, also by Swingin' Pig. Now, on this record, it's the Beatles' appearance on Swedish radio, which sounds so good, so clear. The live performance, it is in mono, but it sounds so good. You can hear all 4 of them playing and singing. It's just a great sounding recording. This was a record live in Stockholm for the Swedish radio show Pop 63. Only half of these songs made it to the anthology on Anthology 1, but I like for the whole thing to be released by Apple if possible, because it's such a great sounding live performance, early live performance, and this was before Beatlemania took over the United States. It was October 1963, and it was about a month before With the Beatles came out in England. Beatlemania was taking over Europe, but the United States didn't get a taste of Beatlemania until February 1964. But I want to mention the girls don't scream at all during the Beatles performances. They only scream in between songs. So that's a big plus of this live performance by the Beatles. I should say. So that's favorite bootlegs. Next question: show a signed CD and tell the story of the signed CD. Now, I want to show a CD by the Beach Boys. Now, I went to see the Beach Boys with my folks about 4 years ago, I think. I went to see them 2 times. The second time I went to see them was in Virginia Beach, and at the concert, in the middle of the concert, they made the announcement that the album was still somewhere in the top 10 at the time of the concert. It was 4th of July that I went to see the Beach Boys. It was the 50th anniversary tour, which is the reunion with all the original surviving members of the Beach Boys. So it was a great tour. I enjoyed it. But in the middle of the concert, they made the announcement that the album is still in the top 10 and they want to keep it up there by having fans buy 10 CDs. And when they buy 10 CDs, the 10th CD that they buy is an autograph one. This is an autograph CD of their recent album from 2012, That's Why God Made the Radio. On the front is Al Jardine. And on the back, you got the rest of the Beach Boys, the rest of the 4 here. You got Brian Wilson, Mike Love, Bruce Johnson, and David Marks, the other surviving member of the Beach Boys, and the guitarist. All 5 of them signed this CD. So yeah, it was actually 10 CDs for $100. So my father went and bought 10 CDs and got this autograph CD by them. So, all right, last question. Show a record that got away. Now, I already have 7 copies of this album, but there's a particular copy that I wanted that actually got away. Now, it's the Yesterday and Today Second State Butcher album. I have 7 of them already. I'm in the process of peeling one right now. Now, this is a stereo copy in the shrink. But I wanted to mention, I was in Little Rock, Arkansas back in 2016 to see Paul McCartney. And I stopped at a record store before the show. I believe it was before the show. And they had a Second State Butcher album, which looked so beautiful. It was in the shrink, all white, no issues. The guy wanted $600 for it, and I was going to get it for $600, but I got yelled at by my people, by my loved ones, and I was like, ugh! And then I laughed, and then I was like that. You know, I blew my chance of getting that Second State Butcher in the shrink, which is in beautiful condition, and $600, which is not terrible. It's still high, but months later, I managed to get this off Discogs, which is a stereo one, which is better because the stereo one's rarer than a mono album. But it has a shrink. It looks nice. I have not opened it out of the plastic ever since I received it. So, all right, Psycho Platters, I hope you enjoy the response to your contest. And if for those who are not subscribed to the Psycho Platters, I'm gonna repeat it again. Please click the description box and look for a link to his channel and give him a subscription, please. So, all right, that wraps up this contest response video to Psycho Platters contest. I hope you all enjoy it, and talk to you all later. Thank you.